Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Parakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vidham Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitamscha Om Jnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Jakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Ki Paikavita Yamaryat Rakshati Vaishnavanam Kripavalam Madhava Prestakami Sri Bhakti Dham Bharatimashayami Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Sri Varshavanavadevi Daitaya Kripabade Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Taine Prabhave Namah Madhurya Jwala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Sri Murtaya Dinatarine Rupanuga Virudappa Siddhanta Dvantarine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bevaja Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Gaur, Dandavat Pranam to all. Thank you all for joining this. I mean, yes, I can say this evening. You have morning, most of you there. So then, yes, let's try to, by the causeless mercy of Guru and Vaishnava, by our beloved Baba Shri Shyamdas and Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada and all our Gaudiya Guru Varga, so that we can remember their teachings and yes, in that way also so we can get a lot of inspiration to follow that pathway which they show us by their example. So yesterday we started to speak something or to remember something about Dham Tattva, no? Spoke about how important it is, how to, that really, especially on Parikram, we need the association of such devotees, no? They are called pranay bhaktas, those who have deep love and attachment for the Lord and all those places. And in their association we will have the most benefit if we are lucky to get this association. But it's also very rare because those pure devotees, they are not many, no, here on this earth planet. Surely they are there, but who knows where they are. But it's very, very rare to have such high-class association. And yes, so, and also we saw how all our Gaudiya Guru Varga especially, they follow all these titis according to the guideline of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is giving that timing before Gaura Purnima, up to Gaura Purnima, to do Dham Parikram in Navadvip Dham. And because the Dham has a special kripa, no? A special mercy. It is Antardvip himself, Baladev himself, in the form of the Holy Dham. So it has a lot of power. And we also discuss about, because we are on the starting point, which is called Antardvip, and there the Anga of Bhakti, as we also discussed, is Atmaniveda, so surrender or Sharanagati, which is the doorway, no? The beginning of all our spiritual life. So, and especially why we are doing Dham Parikram, why we should visit those places with Pranaya Bhaktas, because we want to develop our actually forgotten Sambandha, no? We think now we have Sambandha relationship with this world, with the people around us, and with places on this material world, but actually Dham Parikram is something else which can show us really again our home, no? See Navadvip Dham, see Vrindavan, that is our home actually. But it's something what under this illusion of Maya we cannot realize it, unfortunately. But the more and more we are in the association of Guru and Vaishnava, then all those layers of misconception, they will disappear. And because for so long time we did samsara parikram, no? To roam around in this ordinary planetary system, and up and down, so many forms of living forms we already have gone through, and it's an enormous journey. And that's why to have now this shift from samsara parikram to Dham Parikram, which is an eternal thing, no? And to establish an eternal relationship. Especially Parikram means to circumambulate, no? We circumambulate either a temple, we circumambulate a holy place, we circumambulate a very holy sadhu, a great personality. Why? First of all, we can only circumambulate something if we have a center point, no? How we can circumambulate something when there is no center point? So in all this practice, by doing parikram, it's reminding us always, yes, there is the center, but what is that center? That center is the anchor, no, of our life, which is really if we always have the Lord, the devotees, the holy Dham, if this is our center in life, then everything will become very auspicious, full of mangal, auspiciousness. Oh, but unfortunately for most of the people, life turns around what? What is the center? We don't need to even tell, no? We see it everywhere around us. What is the center in people's life? So all matter, like only these things. So they have made this the center of their life. So Parikram shows us again, no, this center of where you put your attention now, it brings great misfortune, and you always have to suffer again and again. So now let's shift the devotees and the scriptures all telling, you put again the center, the Lord, no, Bhagavan, the devotees, establish this as your center, and then you circumambulate them. So in that way, we always can, we have to remember them to be as our center, not the material affairs, the material matters. So that shift has to take place. Like Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to give this example sometimes because the early astrologers, they thought that the earth moves around the suns and stars, and it's like a heliocentric conception, and there's the geocentric conception, so that which came later, so that yes, the sun and stars, they rotate around the earth, no? So that is the thing. And the similar way, material enjoyment seems also to be real, like this false impression that the earth moves around everything. But if we really discover the service of the Lord, no, then matter becomes useless, like the old conception of the geocentric conception in this astrological calculation also was proved to be useless, because they understood, no, that yes, the earth moves around. So this is why we are trying to shift from this kind of consciousness, complete absorption in matter. We have to shift to the eternity. And so let's go now again to the place of Antardvip, and where we still are, because that is from where the Parikram is starting. And so let us go to Nandanacharya Bhavan. No? Nandanacharya Bhavan, I told you, that is the meeting place of Gaura Nitai. So it's a very important place. Also that Mat, the temple, was established by our Srila Saranga Goswami Maharaj, who was a big Parshad of Prabhupada, and he established there one mat to show this importance of this place. So yes, so Mahaprabhu, he was already in Navadvip before, no? And but Nitai, somehow, Nityananda Prabhu, he went on pilgrimage. He visited different holy places everywhere. And also, finally, when he came to Braja, there some kind of great feeling of separation was coming into his heart. No, because he is missing his brother. He was absorbed there in the mood of Balaram in Vrindavan. And he could not find Krishna. He was asking all those cowherd boys and all those people there, oh, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is my brother? No? And then one voice came in the sky, and that voice said that now this is Kali Yuga. So Krishna appeared already, but in Navadvip as Gaura. So, and in this way, he did not directly meet with he went there, and he did not straight away go to the place of Jagannath Mishra or the house of Sachima, but he came to this place of Nandanacharya, and he was just waiting there. He was sitting there, that in his meditation, he was meditating on Vrindavan, Krishna Lila, and in this way also, one day Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he had one dream. He said to all his associates, it was in Srivas Angan, he was saying that last night I had one dream, and one very powerful personality. He appeared in my dream, and he had like very beautiful appearance, and one blue cloth he was wearing, and golden ornaments, like one big turban, and he had also a plow in his hand, and he was riding on a golden chariot, and he was in front of my door, and he called out there, is this the house of Nimai? Is this the house of Nimai Pandit? And then Mahaprabhu is saying, then I came out in my dream, and Then he was asking, are you Nimai? Are you Nimai? Nityananda Prabhu was asking. Or that person on the chariot, Balaram Nityananda. And then Sachinanda Gaura Hari said, yes, I'm Nimai, yes, I'm Nimai. And then Balaram said, or Nityananda Prabhu said, that actually I'm your brother and tomorrow we will meet. So, and then it disappeared. And the next morning, Mahaprabhu sent all his devotees out. He said, oh, some great personality must have appeared in Navadvip, so let's find him. Let's look after this Mahatma. And then everywhere the devotees, they were searching around here, but could not find him. They were looking and knocking on every door, but it was not possible. But they did not look at the house of Nandanacharya Bhavan. And then they came back, and Mahaprabhu was asking, oh, someone there, like a great Mahatma? No, we look everywhere, we could not find anyone. So then Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he just started to get up and walk straight to the house of Nandanacharya. And then when he entered there in the courtyard, Nityananda Prabhu was sitting there in meditation, very beautiful, no? And somehow deeply absorbed, he could not even notice, like some kind of unconsciousness, no? Very drunken mood, like Babaji Maharaj always say, no? Guru and Vaishnava, they are always like, seems they are drunken, no? Of all this rasa, the transcendental rasa. So Nitya was there and somehow lost. And somehow the smell of his body, or the fragrance, it came from Gauranga to Nityananda's nose. No? And then slowly he opened his eyes. And then that is now the first meeting. No, after such a long time period, after 4,500 years or something. So both they started to cry, they felt unconsciousness, and the devotees were wondering what is happening like this, and they started to do kirtan. And then the scenery was like this, that Gauranga, he was holding Nityananda in his arms. You know, usually it's the other way around. The Nityananda is like the Ananta Shesh, and Narayan is resting, on him. But in that case, like this, the scenery was like Ram, in Ram Lila also. Ram, when Lakshman was injured, then he also was in the lap of Ram, in that way. So, and so Gaura was lying there, and with Nityananda Prabhu in his arms. And Gaura opened his eyes first. And then Gauranga told Srivas Thakur that he should recite one shloka, one verse. And then he recited, Parha pitam natavarabapuhu karnayo karnikaram pipratvasakana kapisham vaijayantim jamalam rangan venuradara shudaya purayan gopavinde vrindaranyam swapadaramanam pravishat gita kirtihi. That is like the scenery of when Krishna goes to the forest, in the morning. He leaves Nanda Bhavan and goes out with all the cowherd boys and the cows, very nicely decorated. His ears are with beautiful flowers. He has a yellow garment and beautiful, it's called the Vaijayanti garland, flower with so many different kinds of flowers. Very, very beautiful scenery. So, and in this way, Nityananda, they both were absorbed, and all the devotees, they were sinking in the pastimes of Krishna and Balaram. They were sinking actually. Gaunitai as Krishna and Balaram. So that was the first meeting of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nitai. So this is a very important place, and when we come here to Navadvip Dham, we always visit that place. And because also we can always remember the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, Emonani Grimnamo Rekeva Kota Kipakari, Ek Nityananda Bina Jagate Pitare. That Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he said, who else is there, no? Who will show me mercy in this merciless world? Who other than Nityananda Prabhu is there for me? So in this way, we try to get the kripa of Nityananda Prabhu at this place. And another pastime also happened there, which is in connection with Advaita Acharya, because Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he did not really reveal his Bhagavata, that he is the Supreme Lord. No, nobody was knowing actually. So they were all still covered by Yoga Maya, and not even Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya himself called the Lord personally. He called out to the Lord to appear on this earth planet. That's why Satchidananda came to this world. But even he did not know because of the influence of the power of Yoga Maya. Yoga Maya did not reveal it now. But one night, Gauranga, he was thinking that now I will reveal myself. And that was when he sat at the on the altar of Srivas Pandit, in Srivas Pandit's house, Srivas Thakur, and then he called all the different devotees, and he was revealing which devotees they are, which incarnations they are, which incarnations of the Lord they belong. So all this was revealed there, and when he came to call Advaita Acharya, he said to Srivas Thakur's younger son, that he should, Ramay, I think his name, Ramay Pandit, and he said, you go and bring Advaita Acharya here. And he is that one who called me, and that's why I have appeared on this earth planet. So you bring him. And then Ramay Pandit, he just ran to Shantipur, and he came and because Advaita Acharya has two places. Now he has one place in Shantipur and one place is near Srivas Angan. That's also Advaita Bhavan, where he had also a school and he was teaching, giving some Bhagavad Gita discourses and like this. So by that time he was in Shantipur, and then he called him, and Ramay Pandit, he said that the Lord is calling you, so he has a beard. He knows that you are the one who has called out for him, so you come quickly. And then Advaita Acharya and his wife Sita Thakurani, they just collected all the paraphernalia and for puja, and they went to meet the Lord. But then on the way, Advaita Acharya was thinking that no, I will not go. I will test him. I really want to see if it is the Supreme Lord or not. So then he waited also at this place, Sri Nandanacharya Bhavan. So, and then Ramay Pandit, he came back to the house of Srivas Thakur, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting on the altar, and then Mahaprabhu is saying, did you call him? Yes. But where is he? I don't know. And then Mahaprabhu smiled. He just was smiling, and he said that just go to Nandanacharya's house and bring him. And so he already knew that he's there. And then it was the confirmation. So Advaita Acharya's heart was brimming with so much overflowing with ecstasy, because yes, now it's confirmed, he is the Lord, he has found him. And then he came there, and they all did very nice, give Dandavat Pranam. Also the first meeting, can you imagine, of these great personalities, Advaita Acharya's meeting, now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then they are worshipping the Lord in this way. So all these pastimes, they are taking place even now. They are eternally pastimes, no? So if we have the eyes, if our eyes blessed or smeared with that love, then even nowadays, by the power of Harinam, we can realize all those pastimes. And this Nandanacharya Bhavan is also in the area of Ishodhyan. No, Ishodhyan means that it is the garden of the Supreme Lord. And it is revealed, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he has revealed that this area, also the midday pastimes which are taking place there, because Mahaprabhu is resting there under the shady trees and very nice flower gardens, so it's a beautiful area, and there the midday pastimes in the Aprakat Lila taking place, and that actually that area is identified as Radhakund itself. And you see that our Guru Varga, if you see Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj, it's just adjacent, very near. Srila Bhakti Dait Madhav Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vigyan Parati Goswami Maharaj, they choose all this area which is in the compound of Ishodhyan. So there, this is actually Radhakund, the highest place where all these midday pastimes are taking place. And especially Srila Bhakti Dait Madhav Goswami Maharaj, he also established there in his mat one Radhakund and one Shyamakund. Very big also, huge. So that is their, deeper, it gives a deeper understanding of why they are having their samadhis also here. So it's a very important place, and from there we are moving on. There we go usually to Yogapit, to visit Yogapit. And Yogapit, that all of you know, it is the birthplace of Nimai. There is one neem tree also still there, and the deities of Jagannath Mishra and Sachima are there on one side, the parents of Nimai, and on the main altar there is also Sachinandan Gaurahari and Vishnu Priya and Lakshmi Priya. So it's a huge temple area, and this is the place where Mahaprabhu, he appeared. And he is not just a Bengali leader or someone, no, he is really the leader of the whole universe, not only this universe, all universes. So the highest conclusion of Bhagavad Dharma, it spreads from here, no, from this place, because with Mahaprabhu's appearance, also this Prema Dharma, no, appeared, because what is the final goal? What Mahaprabhu came to give, that is that Prema, that divine love, that is our goal. So Mahaprabhu, he came himself to flood all this universe with this Prema. Chiratatatam nichaguptavidam swapremanam vritatyutara apamarayu vidatara gaura krishna chaneva stammaham prava. Chiratatatam, which was not given for a long time, never before. Nichagupta Vidam, very secret thing, but Mahaprabhu, through the holy name, he revealed all those secrets of this divine love, which he even distributed to even the fallen souls, no? And this is because there's Maryada Purushottam, that is Ram, no? And we know Lila Purushottam, that is Krishna, and then we know Prema Purushottam. So Prema Purushottam, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that's why we also sing, no? Jadi Gauranga na hoite, kabihi hoite, kemona dorinante. That Jadi Gauranga, if Gauranga Mahaprabhu would not have appeared, then what would he have become of us? No? So Baba Maharaj also sometimes telling that the same Jadi Prabhupada na hoite, kabe hi hoite, kemona dorerande. He is saying that if Prabhupada would not have come, what would we without Prabhupada? No? Would be all blind. So that's but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is Karuna avatar. So Karuna, that is a Sanskrit word for mercy. There are different words for mercy. So we can say Gurudev Kripa Doyamoy. No? That Kripa is also please give me Kripa, or Doya, mercy. So that is something which we have to ask for. But Karuna, it is something which comes to us on its own. We don't even need to ask it. Then we will receive it. Like I can give one example. Usually to get the Kripa of Ganga Devi, you need to go to Ganga, to take a bath there, to do snan, to get the Kripa of Ganga Devi, to become purified. But you see, sometimes it is, especially in the rainy season, those who live here in Mayapur, they know that that area is sometimes flooded, no? And then the Ganga even comes in front of the house of the owners. So that is like Karuna, no? You don't even need to go to the Ganga. Ganga is coming herself. So that is why it's also said that Edeki Chaitanya Kripa Mahabal Tara Nusandana Vinya Korya Safal. That means that Gauranga's Kripa, Gauranga's mercy is flowing aimlessly. No? There's no consideration who is there or what, it doesn't matter. It's just flooding everything with this special Karuna, mercy. And Krishna, he is known that he has Icha Shakti. No? Icha Shakti means willpower. And he's choosing to whom I will give my Kripa, whom I will give Prema. So very selected. But when Krishna appears as Gaura Avatar, then Radharani, she stole his willpower. No? And now he is totally fully controlled by Radhabhav, and in this way, so he's flooding the whole area, everyone with this extreme mercy, which is Babaji Maharaj always say there of Bashila Bhakti, who is it? Prabodhananda Saraswati. He also saying Patra Patra Vicharanam Kurute. This shloka that even you don't have any container, Mahaprabhu will, oh, you don't have, I can give you. And so if there are some holes or something, I can fix it. So Mahaprabhu is like this, in that way. That is also Srila Krishna as Kaviraj Goswami, he said, Padra Padra Vichar Nahi Stan, Je Chana Paitare Kore Premadhan. So that Premadhan, this is, if it's that person, Padra Pada Vichar Nahi, there's no consideration. If it's that person or that person, just Mahaprabhu is distributing it. Like if you go in Puri to the ocean when there's full moon and the waves are rising, then the ocean is also not considering if some human being is sitting on the beach or if some dog is sitting on the beach. But still, if they sit there, and at this time the waves will automatically touch them and splash them. So there's the waves don't make a distinction between a dog and a human. So in the same way, if someone is qualified or not, at that time of Mahaprabhu, this was the thing. Now this condition is not like this. We have to do, that time it was different. There was a special rubber discount, so for that is the the thing. So in this but Yogabit, it is the place especially where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has stored, there's this storehouse of love. He is keeping that storehouse there. And the Panchatattva, they just broke it. And they go out, Nityananda, Haridas, all the associates of Mahaprabhu, to distribute this mercy everywhere, to each and every door. Nityananda Prabhu is going on Guru Tattva. And it was also Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur who came from Puri to this place, and started his revolutionary preaching from Navadvip. So, and there are many beautiful pastimes, like with Prabhupada also in that area. In one time, Srila Prabhupada, he was from Chaitanya Math, it was middle in the night, and he was just running towards Yogapit. And one devotee, he followed, Babaji Maharaj told this, one devotee was following him, and the devotee was shocked. Suddenly, middle in the night, Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, he ran towards the direction to Yogapit. And surely we don't know what Prabhupada, what his vision was, but that devotee told that at that time when Prabhupada ran there, he saw a huge light, and he saw all the devatas, the demigods, they're doing arati of Prabhupada there. Prabhupada is there and they're offering puja, they're offering arati to his lotus feet. So you see, that is who is Prabhupada, All the devatas, all the demigods, they assemble there in the sky, and they do all worship and puja of this great Mahatma, this Mahapurush. Also here in this Yogapit area, it was that once, it was a rainy season, and somehow Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, he wanted to offer something to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, and but it was difficult to get some things. He was thinking, now Gaura Purnima is coming, especially, but what I can offer to Gaura. So, and then in this rainy season, suddenly from nowhere, one boat came, filled with all kinds of ingredients, like milk, curd, and also some kind of juice, which is usually only available in the winter, like a palm juice. So it's very special. So all the special things were there, and then Prabhupada could realize that actually why I give trouble to Mahaprabhu, he himself must have, and then he immediately ordered to offer this to the Lord, and usually Prabhupada, he would not take any opulent offerings. People would give something, and also the bhoga which is offered to the Lord is sometimes very opulent. But Prabhupada would always take only some vegetables, some very simple things. But that time the devotee, he thought to bring him prasadam, that I must bring him also all this which was there. And Prabhupada, like with tears in his eyes, he was relishing that prasadam which was made out of these ingredients sent by Gauranga Mahaprabhu himself. So can you imagine all this? Also sometimes Prabhupada, he would, or one time he wanted to offer some mangoes, but it was out of the season of mangoes. Then also suddenly a boy or someone came and with a full handful of mangoes. So this is happening to those personalities. It's possible there, and very mysterious. So mysterious not, because they have love actually. So yeah. So yes, so many pastimes happen there, and still going on. So it's an endless ocean of leelas which are taking place in Yoga Pit, eternally. All the Janma Leela, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he appeared, he had all his baby pastime, where he was always crying, only when they were chanting the holy name, then he was satisfied. So in this way he teach already the importance of Harinam from beginning, and so many occasions there were unending pastimes. Like once a Brahmin, he came also and he wanted to cook, but of course we can only touch this so shortly just to remind that. But it's a very beautiful pastime. So that Brahmin, he came and he wanted to cook, but Nimai, he was always eating everything. And then finally it came out that it's actually the Supreme Lord, and that Brahman also, he felt so much joy in his heart that this is his Ishtadev also. And once the Nimai, he also wanted to, he was not stopping anymore crying, because usually if even that time they chanted, but still he was not stopping. And then they asked, what can we do for you? So you arranged this prasadam in the house of Jagadish Pandit and Hiranya Pandit. Then, so if I eat this, then I will be satisfied. And they were, how we can know that it was Ekadasi day, and Jagadish Pandit and Hiranya Pandit, they were cooking one very opulent Ekadasi. Usually we do the opposite, we don't cook because we want it easy. But you see, pure devotees, they just make an extra effort to cook something, and then the next day they take as prasadam. So with so much effort and love, they have cooked, and Mahaprabhu, he could feel this love in that prasadam, and that's why he was so attracted to that prasadam. And then when they brought it, he was satisfied. So this also happened there in Yoga Pit. And Nimai, sometimes he would play with all his puppies, like Krishna in Vrindavan. Krishna would also put his hand in front of the mother. He was doing this. Put the hand in the mouth of a dog. Very dangerous thing, like, some very naughty children. So Krishna, and Nimai is Krishna, so he has also so many pastimes, sitting on the dirty pots and doing all kind of mischievous things. Also in his, when he was going to school, his adolescent age, he was also teasing the young girls on the Ganga, because every day Nimai would go to take part in the Ganga with all his friends and companions, and then they had so much fun there. And sometimes the young girls, they would do their offering there to Ganga Devi, and Nimai just forcefully, he would come and take their sweets from the plate and would eat it himself. And they become very upset, and why you worship Ganga? You worship me. So very, they could not imagine, or they think it's just one boy in our neighborhood, and that boy is having such a audacity to say such a thing, that instead of Ganga you give it to me. I'm the Lord of Ganga. And sometimes he would go and take some, there's some flowers or some creepers, they have some balls, round balls, and there's with some spikes around, and he would take this and just throw it in the hair, in the open hair, on the Ganga. All those young girls, they have the open hairs, and he is throwing them in their hairs. And then the whole day they have to sit, and each and every one of these balls, they have to try to get out, which is very difficult, if you have this in your hair. But in this way, somehow Mahaprabhu, he arranged that the absorption in Nimai or in him would just be, they would, the whole day they would only think, oh, why he has done this, oh, this Nimai, and this and that. They would talk about him day and night with each other and put out these spike balls. No? So in this way they remember, if we have this absorption all the time in the Lord, then what great success, what great success our life would be, no? And he would also pull down those Brahmins. You know, Brahmins, they're very sober and very pure. They want to take part in the Ganga, and sometimes they chant the Gayatri mantra in the water, half in the water. And Nimai, just, this boy, he would dive underwater and he would grab their feet and pull them down, like blop, blop, blop. And so one by one is going underwater. And then he become very angry also, many times complaining to the father, Jagannath Mishra, that how you naughty boy, how he can behave like this, so you stopped it, why he's doing that. So all these pastimes, and sometimes he's even spitting. The Brahmins, they come out of the water, just taking bath, in the Ganga, very pure, they sink. And then Nima is coming with a mouthful of water. He's spitting all this water on their body. So then they become very angry again. They think, we have to again take bath. But really, is it true? If you are splashed with the water of the Supreme Lord, which comes out of his mouth, will it be impurity? No, never. It's the purest thing ever possible. But they don't know that this is the Supreme Lord. So, and in that way, Mahaprabhu also, he increased their absorption in thoughts of him, not because mainly those Brahmanas, they were Mayavadis, no? They just think of some Brahman effulgence and try to meditate. But in this way, he wants to bring them away from the impersonal conception to a personal conception. Just that because in this way, they also think whole day and night about this very naughty boy, no? That boy doesn't go out of their head. Everything what they do, they remember now this boy and how he is behaving. So in this way, they absorb their mind not in some Brahman effulgence, but in the Supreme Lord actually. So all these sweet pastimes, they taking place in this area around Yoga Pit. And then usually so it's there. It's Ananta Shesh. He cannot finish in his whole life. So what I can say about Yoga Pit, I'm foolish. Just we can remember something, but now we can go to Shiva Sangha because we have to move forward. So Shiva Sangha, that is the place of Shiva's Thakur, Shiva's Pandit is staying there. And Srivas Pandit. Sri Vas means the abode, the place of Sri. Sri is the Lord, actually, the place where Bhagavan is staying. So in his heart, where Bhagavan is staying, Srivas Pandit. And that is the place also when Nimai, he performed all his daily kirtan, no? They all night long, they were awake and they're doing kirtan. Even the neighbors and everyone, they became so disturbed that sometimes they want to throw Shiva's hut or everything just in the Ganga. No? They became very disturbed by thinking what these people are doing all night, crying day and night, so loud. Maybe they are hungry, they are so... They need something to eat, that's why they cry the whole night, or they are taking drugs or some other things. So in that area, the people were thinking about them like this, about those devotees who stay awake the whole night, that they are some crazy persons. And Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, many times he said that only those who are really ready to sacrifice their lives, in the Sankirtan Agni, which was ignited by that Sankirtan Pitta, Srimad Mahaprabhu, they can be called Gaudiya devotees, no other ones. So that is our main mission, and that's why we visit these places, to pray there, and to that original flame of that Sankirtan Agni that will also start to be ignited in our heart. That means that we are able to be always in the association of pure Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and we can hear the Harikatha from them, and in that way also, because that original fire we don't want any alteration or imitation or something, so that we can only get from pure devotees in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then we ourselves can hear that pure, and then also to our capacity we can also distribute it accordingly, which is the way how we can also be a part of this Sankirtan Agni, because we have to put some ghee, something in the fire, so that is our effort, so that we try to serve Guru and Vaishnava the best way we can, and in this way that flame of that original Sankirtan should stay alive, so that pure Harikatha is really flooding the world. This we want to see, and we can try in that way to serve Guru and Vaishnava by translating their Vani in many languages as possible, by doing everything what they require or what they need. We try very humbly to serve in that way. So then it's some kind of being part of that Sankirtan Agni, which was ignited at this place, at Srivas Angan, the house of Srivas Thakur. And this is also the place where, so again, it's an ocean of pastimes, also this place, this area. So but all you know that Srivas Pandit's son, he died also, and but Srivas Pandit, he didn't care at all, because he don't want to give any disturbance to Gaura Mahaprabhu's dancing and enjoyment at that time. That was much more important. Our small worldly things, they should not disturb the Lord or Guru and Vaishnava actually. And Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta also, he showed that so many are only in favor of a God who is, as long everything is according to their desire, then everything is fine. But if something happens they don't like, and then immediately they can throw Bhagavan. They can avoid Bhagavan. And Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta is telling that Bhagavan is not like a gardener, which is like you can treat like a servant. Because there was one conversation also which is recorded, one article was written about that, genuine Gaura Bhajan or false Gaura Bhajan. So there, Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, he mentioned also that case, that we are the worshippers of that Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who Srivas Pandit, even his son left, So, but still, he only was wishing that Mahaprabhu don't get disturbed. Anyway, there's so this article is very nice. You can read also, and so this place is yes, all these places are oceans of divine pastimes, and Shiva's mother, she was also hiding there, and then somehow Mahaprabhu, he felt also something is, his usual mood is not coming. So then Srivas Pandit, he found the mother that she was hiding, and then he took her by her hair and threw her out. So also the Brahmin who who just was very proud, in one way. I am sustaining myself only by drinking milk, but for Mahaprabhu it doesn't matter. If you just only drink milk, that doesn't mean that you have qualification to, because he wanted also to enter into the Sankirtan, because that was a closed area, not everybody could enter there. And sometimes also Babaji Maharaj is telling, he wants like this, that a Sankirtan is like a closed area, not everybody can come there. Foolish people, those who are only disturbing, no need, they should just stay outside. And Babaji Maharaj just wants these days that just in this way to relish Harikatha and these divine pastimes. So yeah, and the Gopal Chapal also, he was trying to defame Srivas Pandit by putting some China rose and some vermilion, kumkum, some red kumkum, and some items of worship for Bhavani Devi, for Durga Devi, Kali, and but Srivas Pandit, it was in front of his door, actually. But Srivas Pandit, he just opened and he called some servant and to remove it. And yes, he was saying, you see, that's I am, that's what I do. I worship Bhavani Devi. I'm in this way. But actually, Srila Baba Maharaj, he writes in one article of his Sin, Crime and Apparat, that this is a big apparat to that great devotee like Srivastava. Even ordinarily it looks like very simple. If you go to some lawyer and or to the court, because of this someone put some items like alcohol or something, or bones or whatever it is in front of the door, what will they say? They cannot do much instead. But in reality, it's a much bigger offense because it's an apparat to the lotus feet of a great devotee. Others, maybe they steal or they kill someone. This is sinful activity. There is criminal activity, which is, for example, selling something, selling drugs, or making some deals in this or that way. And sinful activity is something which is harming myself. I myself take the drugs or drinking alcohol in this way. But apparat is much more deep and much more dangerous. So we can become free of sin and crime much more easy. But apparat, if you commit, but externally sometimes the apparat looks maybe not so dangerous like a sin or a crime, but still it has a much more deeper effect, because our consciousness will just go down and down. And adjacent to that place, Srivasanga, there is the house also of Advaitacharya and Gadadhar Pandit. And in the morning, the devotees, they come also to the courtyard of Srivas Pandit to all pluck some jasmine flowers. They all meet there in the morning. This is one tree which has always jasmine flowers, all the season, around the year. And all the devotees take them and offer them to their home deities. So yeah, I think we have to stop, and tomorrow we can go on with our remembrance of these places. And yes, because there is now what is coming is Chandrasekhar Bhavan, and but that we can also discuss tomorrow, I think. So then I will stop, and I hope that you could get something out of it. and can also remember and meditate on all those pastimes and those places, even from there. So yes, and thank you very much, and hopefully we can also meet tomorrow again at the same time and continue our Parikram, like let's say, with the mind, no? Trying. Okay. Jai Gaur, Dandavapana.